What is happening? Ugh, what a rough day. I was told that I'm the sensei and now I need to work on this huge pile of paperwork. I didn't sign up to become a corporate slave. What's there? Burglar on my first day. Huh. Should I report her to the Valkyrie? Nah. I need to finish this pile today or else Rin will scold me again. Wait, what? Who are you? And what the hell is a Shikikan? Today's guide video will focus on the Fox of Misfortune, Kosaka Wakamo. She's one of the prisoners who escaped from the Corrections Bureau after being suspended from Haikyako. Many feared Wakamo because of her indiscriminate rampage and destructive behavior. But in reality, she tends to overdo things and cause trouble to everyone. And apparently, she's head over heels for you. This is bad. Wakamo's being weird. She was calling me a Shikikan. Then she's talking about Meebos getting my ass. And then she's talking about a place called Mondstadt. Not to mention, she's trying to pin me down. Let's discuss Wakamo's kit. Wakamo is a Mystic Sniper Rifle Striker that has increased damage on indoor areas and decreased damage on field areas. At 3-stars level 80 with tier 7 equipment and no affection bonus, Wakamo has 4,889 attack, 98 defense, and 25,962 HP. Increasing her rarity to 5 stars and raising her EW to level 30 will improve her attack and HP by 2,025 and 6,074 respectively. Among all Mystic SR users, Wakamo has the second highest attack, only beaten by Haruna by 349. Regardless, is Wakamo actually good? Let's discuss her skills. Wakamo's EX skill is called Crimson Flower Divination. This EX skill deals damage from 203% to 325% to a single enemy. Afterwards, the target is inflicted with a special status that accumulates incoming damage for 10 seconds and then deals the same damage in Mystic attack type. Take note that this instance of damage cannot crit, and the maximum damage that can be accumulated is equal to 1017 to 1322% of Wakamo's attack. The damage multiplier of the first shot of this EX skill is actually low, and the main spotlight lies on the cumulative damage. This is the reason why Wakamo's EX skill is more of a support than a nuke. In order to make her EX skill work, Wakamo needs another DPS to accompany her in dealing damage once the special status is up. And even though the accumulated damage cannot be a critical hit, buffing Wakamo with Akko is still a good idea since it helps her gather more damage. Her basic skill is called Cherry Blossom Storm, and for every 25 seconds, she deals damage from 194% to 369% to a single enemy. Her basic skill can help accumulate damage for her EX skill. Her enhanced skill is called Destructive Urges in Full Bloom, and this skill improves her attack by 14% plus 26.6%. And finally, her sub-skill is called Fighting Instincts in Full Bloom, and this skill deals an additional instance of damage against boss enemies by 15.6% to 29.7% of Wakamo's attack. This might sound great the first time you read it, but take note that this scales with Wakamo's attack stat, not with the damage that she deals. Before we move on with the skill priority, let's crunch some numbers. Let's assume that we have a level 80 EW50, Karen and Akko at bond 20, and max skills as our support. Ignoring the alternate unit bond bonuses for now, we need to determine the maximum amount of damage that a level 80 EW50 Wakamo can deal with her explosion damage. To simplify things, let's use cautious damage calculator. First off, we have to consider the buffs present. Let's start with the flat bonuses first. For specialist support bonuses, we just need to add Karen and Akko's attack stat and multiply it by 10% and we get around 961. Wakamo's EW40, which we will tackle later, has a bonus 828 attack on her enhanced skill. Let's proceed with the percentage buffs. As mentioned earlier, Wakamo has a 26.6 attack increase from her enhanced skill, and then we have Karen's sub-skill that increases everyone's attack by 17.3%. For the self mods, we're going to put 1322%, which is the max capacity percentage of the explosion. Then, we're going to put times 1 on mood and times 1 on armor bonus for now. Interestingly, Wakamo's explosion damage ignores the defense of the enemy, and it also ignores stability, since we're talking about accumulative damage. So, we're going to assume that the enemy doesn't have any defense, and we're going to check out the maximum non-crit damage. Giving all the conditions we specified, the maximum damage capacity that Wakamo's EX skill can contain is 173,100 171. Seems low? Well, we haven't seen the actual damage of the explosion yet. Going back to the self mods, we're going to assume that we're fighting against Shiro in an indoor area. So, we're going to set the mood to times 1.3 and the armor bonus to times 2. Looking back to the results, we can see the actual explosion damage of 450,246, and that's a lot of damage. Wakamo's kit revolves around using her EX skill, letting her team accumulate damage and then deal an explosion damage after a short time. So, her EX skill takes the highest priority. It's recommended to go for her enhanced skill next, then her basic skill, and finally her sub skill. Since we depend on her EX skill more, we might need to utilize her attack boost first before anything else. Wakamo's equipment is composed of a hat, a hairpin, and a watch. This is typical for a DPS. At tier 7, Wakamo's attack is increased by 40%, crit damage by 3600, and crit chance by 320. For her equipment priority, go for the hat, the watch, and then the hairpin. Wakamo's exclusive weapon is her signature Arisaka Type 99 rifle that has a lingering smell of flames, violence, and gunpowder. Crimson Calamity. At 2 stars, her enhanced skill, Destructive Urges in Full Bloom, is upgraded with an additional flat attack by 436 to 828. At 3 stars, her area affinity for indoor areas is upgraded to SS. Just like other limited units in Blue Archive, you might need to roll multiple copies of her on her pickup banner to get her rarity and EW up, or just use her Eligma. Every month you can gather 10 of her shards in the Mastery Certificate shop for 4,800 tickets. To see if Wakamo is actually good, let's point out her strengths and weaknesses. Wakamo is specially designed to dominate Mystic Raids. Along with Azusa Swimsuit and Izuna, they can deal a tremendous amount of damage, which is strong enough to beat Shiro in Insane. She's also great in Peruzilla Insane, in which you have to target and take down the shiny minions that can deal 200,000 damage against other minions on death. Besides her raid of specialization, she's also useful in general content as a single target unit. In the Wakamo Swimsuit raid during Summer Tree, Wakamo, along with Azusa or Iori, can shred out of her outer self. But what about her weaknesses? As previously mentioned, Wakamo is not a standalone unit. She needs to be accompanied by a fellow DPS unit in order to make her EX skill work. Besides this, the damage accumulation status only lasts for 10 seconds, so it's recommended to stock up cost first and then fire the follow-up EX skills once the status shows up. In conclusion, is Wakamo actually good? Well, seeing her burning passion and love for you, yes, Wakamo has great potential when it comes to overall DPS. Despite the low multiplier on her EX skill, it is compensated by the tremendous capacity of the damage accumulation. Although she needs to be paired with another DPS, this mechanic is almost nothing to the great amount of burst damage that Wakamo can produce. Wakamo is best paired with another Mystic Burst unit like Azusa Swimsuit, Haruna, Izuna, and others. Buffer supports like Ako, Kotama, Shinatsu Onsen can help Wakamo increase her overall DPS. And that's it for Wakamo's guide video. Wakamo is a team player that lets her squad deal damage to the target after firing her EX skill and then burst them off with its explosion. She's the first limited unit on a 5-day boosted banner with a 5% 3-star drop rate. If you're watching this before or during her banner, I wish you the best of luck. So, what students should I showcase next? Leave your suggestions in the comments below. If you want more Blue Archive content and streams, go subscribe now and follow my Twitch on twitch.tv/tomogumotu. That's it for now, and so you wanted me to hang out with you? You don't have to be so roundabout. I'm always here in my office, so feel free to drop by as you like. What's this? Chocolate? Oh, that reminds me, today is Valentine's. Aww. Thank you. Everyone. Oh dear, thank you. Oh my. I didn't expect something like this. Thank you.